Alchemy of the Day. Thank you for joining me, everyone. This is Taliesin McKnight. Today I wanted to talk about something very simple and yet extremely transformative. Extremely transformative. So many times we try to master life or conquer life or make life better. But following the Hermetic adage, as above, so below. All that is above is a reflection of that which is below. All that is below is a reflection of that which is above. If we just master the day, master this 24-hour period, if we can master our day, then we can master life. And this sounds quite simple, and yet it is something very deep, very profound. Life is composed of a series of days, and we're always in the eternal present. If we just master always the current day, mastery, focus on the present day. And of course we must plan and all of these things, of course. But put a lot of our energies in mastering today. If we master today, then we master life. The year is composed of a series of days. The whole is composed of its parts. We are creatures of habit. We are habitual beings, and we tend to go through countless cycles. Here in the northern hemisphere, autumn is upon us, and I think y'all will hear me talk more about this as we progress in these videos. But this is the time of the harvest in the year. As we move further and further away, perhaps in one sense, in another way, maybe we'll even get closer from another perspective. But as we move away from an agricultural type of society, we learn to reconnect with nature. And in connecting with nature, we connect with ourselves and perhaps with the divine. So we know that we plant in the spring and we harvest in the autumn. Now is a great time to look back at all that we have created this year. Look at everything that we've done. And this is a time of looking back and reflecting, and then planning ahead to the next year. In the same way, a day is a life cycle. When we wake up, for many of us with sunrise, when we wake up, that is a type of birth. We go throughout our day and get pretty busy there. That's the middle of life. That's maturity. At sunset or in the evenings when most people tend to wind down, that is like old age. And then finally at the end of the day, we lie down and appear to die. And we enter into the world of dreams. It's like another world, another realm. It's like a death. And then the cycle repeats. So our daily cycle is a life cycle. And one thing to keep in mind and remember, because thoughts are transformative. The right thought is transformative. The right type of thought is a type of seed or kernel that grows and changes us. It's like what do you call it? What is it? It's like a little bit of yeast a leavening agent. A little bit of a leavening agent could affect the whole loaf of bread. So just one thought. And if we master our day, then we could master our lives. And realizing that every day is a new opportunity. Every new day is a new chance at life. So that instead of just looking back at what we've created only, each day is a new opportunity at life. So instead of just going through the hamster wheel, we could begin to actively engage in these cycles and understand them. Before we try to understand the vast cosmos or the great wheel of the zodiac or whatever complex thing that we can do, maybe it's good that we first try to understand our day. So transforming the day is a transformation of life, because life is a series of days. So just focus on transforming the day. If you could transform your day, then you've got it essentially. Transform your day. So always focus on the present day. How do I transform this day? Let's say you want a business, and of course you have to plan ahead and all these things, but what do I do today to create this type of reality? So always putting that center of focus in the present moment as a creative act. So as above, so below. All that is above is a reflection of that which is below. All that is below is a reflection of that which is above. To quote the famous Hermetic axiom, as above, so below. In this case, as within, so without. There's so many ways to put this. You could say that the dream life is a reflection of waking life, and maybe waking life itself is a type of dream. But if we just focus on transmuting our day, this 24-hour cycle, and then the next day, of course, we repeat that each day. We focus on the present day while still planning ahead and looking to the past. But we put our focus upon if I could transform the day and transform the daily routine, and break free from cycles that no longer serve us. It's like weeding a garden. We have to bring in new things, new ideas, new experiences, new things. We always want newness, and we always want to build and grow. But part of that process involves a cutting out, a weeding of the garden. We have to have destruction to go with creation. So we nurture those things that nurture us. And those things that are toxic or things that hurt our peace or harm our peace, we get rid of those things. Also, it's important to guard the eyes and guard the ears. In other words, to guard what we focus on, what we get around, to protect like what we are around, what we are exposed to. So nurturing those things that nurture you is very powerful. We're all on this spiritual journey together. And there are a million things that people could be doing right now, but actually focusing a little bit on nurturing the spirit, nurturing the spiritual life and our own inner growth is a massive transformative act in itself, instead of just mindless distraction. Mindless distraction just gets us to be walking around in a daydream, more or less, escaping from life, evading those lessons that need to be learned. But that is the thought that I wanted to put out today, is the alchemy of the day. If we could transform the day, master the day, and we will master life. There's a lot to be said for carpe diem, seize the day. If we can just master the day, then it can master life. And also it takes off a little bit of pressure, because we can't always change tomorrow. We certainly can't change the past. But what we can focus on, what can I do now? What could I do now? While, of course, planning and everything else. That should be obvious. But that's just a quick video for y'all. I hope everyone is doing well. And I'll see y'all in the next video.